Good morning from the South West Coastpath. Today we are doing a walk from Lansallos down to Lansallos Beach and then along the South West Coastpath to Lantic Bay. This hike starts from the National Trust car park at Lansallos. The trailhead for the Lansallos beach hike is just down behind this church. The first part of the Lansallos beach hike is through a gorgeous rainforest area. It's a very shaded trail at the top end and there's a stream running down the side. You have two options here. You can go here, across to the meadow, down through fields. Or you can go the hard way. We're going to go the hard way. This trail isn't very accessible. The paths are really narrow and they're quite rocky, so I wouldn't recommend this if you have mobility issues. And we're going to be headed up that cliff where those people are in a little bit. But for now, we're headed to the beach because it's really hot. Today it's about 30 degrees, so we are looking forward to a swim. The conditions are really good for swimming today actually, so we had quite a long paddle. We were probably here for a bit longer than we should have been, but it was a beautiful hot day and the sea was great. It was really warm and it was really, really nice. So now we've got to hike up that cliff in order to continue on the coast path. The views are stunning along the entire part of this coastline. You have a wildflower meadow on one side and then the calm blue sea on the other. That's Lantic Bay beach down there. The South West Coastpath can be a bit treacherous, so I didn't film a lot of walking along it where it was a bit difficult. So you can see here the terrain that we've just come across. It's quite steep. There's an awful lot of up and down, but oh, the views make it worth it. That's the way we've come. Got all this gorgeous coastline, and this is where we're going. And this is how far we've got. That church over there is the church where we started the walk. Hi, just me again, just trying to show you the route that we've come and the complete up and down along the entire coast path. If you're going to do this walk, just be warned that it is a bit challenging. There's an awful lot of like up and down and climbing over rocks and things, but if you have a good level of fitness, you'll be absolutely fine. This is Lantic Beach, and then, oh god, this is the shitty path that we've come down up here and then rounded down. We're gonna go this way today. See how we do. Lantic Bay, in my opinion, is one of the most beautiful beaches in Cornwall. It is very secluded, and any way you get to it, you've got to hike, and it's going to be a challenging hike whichever way you go. As I just showed you, there is an absolutely horrendous route from the Lantic Bay car park that goes right down a cliff face and is pretty sandy, so it's very perilous under your feet. We're at Lantic Bay and we just decided to stop for a little bit and have a rest before trying to embark on the route back. It's really beautiful here. It's a gorgeous beach, but they make you work for it. You've got to walk down a cliff to get here, so it's not the easiest walk, as you will see. We went for a swim in the sea, but it was slightly cooler here than it was at Lansallos, and the sea was slightly rougher, I think because the tide was coming in. The other thing to note about this beach, and I didn't realise the last time I came here, is that when the tide comes in, you get an awful lot of jellyfish, as you can see here, coming in with the tide. So just be really careful if you're swimming, because you will have to swim away from the jellyfish. I think it's about a 5-mile round trip, so we're at Lantic Bay now. We've done about half, so got about half left to go. I'm not going to lie to you, the climb out of Lantic Bay isn't an easy one. You're essentially walking up the side of a cliff. However, the route that we did today was a lot better. We didn't have to walk up that nightmare cliff edge all the way up back to the Lantic Bay car park, so this route did slightly balance out the elevation. It was still difficult, but it did balance out the elevation because we did skip that huge hike back up to the car park. And this view here is back over to Lansallos Beach where we started. There are no toilets on this trail at all, so we took a slight detour up to the Lantivet car park as they have toilets in that car park and we both needed to go. This meant we did a slightly different route back as we bypassed some of the coast path and did a circular route back to Lansallos Church on the higher path. We got a little wary on the way back, walking towards the church for about 5 miles, and we walked through quite a few meadows, and yeah, it was a beautiful route. It was just quite tiring in the end, and completely exhausted we got back to our National Trust car park. Thanks for joining us on our hike. Bye from Lansallos!